How's it going, Sixers fans? The Sixers game today against the Celtics just wrapped up. Celtics edged it out 121-114 in overtime, and this game was brutal. Sixers should have had it, even though I knew that they probably wouldn't have won. They should have had it multiple occasions, and it's just a really disappointing loss. And we're going to talk about it today in this sportscast. So today I'm with Nate. How you doing?
Doing all right. It's been a good Christmas, except for that.
Yeah, it kind of ruined my day, though. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you know, it's those Celtics, man. We can't beat the Celtics,
No.
and I don't know who you blame. Well, we'll get into who we want to blame for this loss. There's many different people to blame, but first I want to I want to recognize someone who actually played pretty well tonight, and that's Joel Embiid. He had a very good game, 34 and 16. He played really well, and also his field goal. He was 10 of 17, but really most of those shots came near there at the end, and he was 12 of 12 from the free throw line. So he played absolutely outstanding.
Yeah, for me, Embiid obviously was great, but Jimmy Butler in the second half really kicked it up.
Yeah,
I
for
think
sure.
he started out 0 for 4 in the game. It's kind of driving me crazy, but he got his rhythm. But I really wish.
Yeah, here's the thing though.
Okay.
Here's the thing though. I struggle with this. I feel like Brett Brown can't get him into the offense. I don't know what it is. He doesn't get many touches at all, and he's just been struggling to find an area in this offense. And we can't say, oh, he's new. He's been here for about a month and a half now, so it's not really that. I just don't think that. I don't know why he can't get these touches. And, with Minnesota, he's dropping 35, 40-point games. And he's had a couple of those here in Philadelphia, but he just hasn't been – now, he's been worth the trade, yes. He's won 2 games for the Sixers, and probably more than that, but 2-game winners. But on the other hand, he hasn't – it doesn't seem like he's that much of a factor there out on the floor. But on the defensive end, he is.
Yeah, I mean, you could see his impact tonight, but for me, the real problem with us is our bench. The bench,
and we'll get into that. But I still want to say some good things about who played well tonight. And another guy who really stood out to me was Wilson Chandler. He was 3 of 6 from 3-point line. I just thought he hit big shots. I can think of 2 big threes that he hit in that game. So he had a good game. 15 points, 5-11 field goals. He played 40 minutes. So when you look at this minute distribution, he is a starter. He usually doesn't play that much. He and Joel Embiid played 40 minutes. Simmons, I'll just go through some minutes here because why not? Just getting into the game and who did what. 38 minutes from Simmons, 39 Redick, and 43 Butler. And you look at the bench, it was a short bench, only 4 people, 4 bench players. Well, that's not really short, 9 rotation players. Muscala played 17, Schmidt 14. McConnell had 24 minutes, and Korkmaz 10. But yeah, so those are the minute distributions, and again, this game really frustrating to watch. A game that Sixers should have had. They were actually up 8 points, I believe, there in the near 4 minutes left in the game, something like that. And typical Sixers fashion, they end up blowing that lead and could have won in overtime. Here's the thing. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Kyrie Irving has just tied the game, and Brett Brown elects not to call a timeout, and he not sets a play. I don't feel like there was a play there. I feel like it was just whoever got it. But J.J. Redick gets the ball. And no offense to him, but in my opinion, he's the 4th best player on the team. So why are you giving your 4th best player on the team the chance to win the game? I don't understand that. I really don't.
Especially when he wasn't having a good night.
Yeah.
I really don't understand that. Like, Jimmy Butler's already done it twice. Why would you not give him a shot? Or Embiid? I mean, JJ.
I say you got to give it to Embiid in the low post, and you got to use it off that. And I don't know if Brett Brown can do this.
I know. I hate saying it because I like him, but I
I
question
don't.
after these games. I just question him.
And you also look at Simmons. You look at Simmons. He had a pretty good amount of turnovers tonight.
Yeah. Okay. What was up with Embiid? Did you see how many how many drops he had? Just went right through his
Yeah,
hands.
for
What
sure,
was
for
that?
sure.
What was that?
But at the same time, Simmons, he just did not play well.
No.
And I heard a point that some people believe that this Sixers team is not going to get better with Simmons on the team because, and I can understand that argument, and even though I don't necessarily agree with it, I can understand it because he's not a typical point guard. Here's a guy who does not shoot, and yes, he did hit that mid-range jumper tonight, but come on, that was really luck. Okay,
Yeah,
he
it
did
was.
not want to shoot that. He didn't want to. No, it wasn't luck. He can shoot. Don't get me wrong, but he doesn't want to shoot. That shot clock was at 1. He had to chuck that up because there was nothing else he could have done. He has something where he's afraid to miss. I don't know what it is because he knows that everything's being overanalyzed if he shoots because he never shoots. And he built up that reputation. So if he does shoot and he misses badly, he doesn't want to turn into that. And that's a problem. So I don't know. I don't know how far Simmons can go in his career. Now, he can get to the basket so easily, but, that's just a thought. And that's not really going with this game necessarily. That's a little bit off topic, but just a point for the Sixers' future.
Yeah.
All around, shooting-wise tonight, was not great. Shamit and Korkmaz had pretty awful games. They didn't shoot much, but I feel, and Muscala. Oh, what am I
Muscala was
talking
a
about?
wreck tonight.
Mike Muscala. I don't understand why he's still getting the minutes he gets. 17 minutes tonight. That's second on the bench, so really seventh man. And we'll go into it right now. That is the weakness of the Sixers. Their bench. It is absolutely a wreck. They had no points through the first half. No bench points. In total tonight, the bench had 13 of their 114 points. Yeah. 13. And we're going to compare that to the Celtics right now. Their bench had 35 points tonight. So 13 to 35. I mean, Celtics bench production wasn't great, but it was still pretty good. And Sixers was just absolutely abysmal. I mean, come on.
I mean, every game, like big game that goes by like this, the need for Markelle Fultz and Zaire Smith to be on the court is just more.
I don't agree with that.
You don't think so? You really don't think
Zaire
so?
Smith maybe, but Elton Brand needs to go get someone.
We can't have TJ McConnell out there guarding Kyrie Irving. It just can't be like that.
While I agree with that, I think TJ brings the effort. He brings the energy.
He does, but he doesn't have just the attributes. That's the only. We're not gonna.
I don't see us bringing in another point guard though. Like we have that bench spot available. I don't see Elton Brand going to get another point guard. But you get someone. We need to make a trade, or maybe just pick up those guys near the trade deadline when people get bought out and stuff like that, and they get released and that. Like last year, we got Bellinelli and Ilyasova.
Yeah.
And I think we will do that again this year, of course. Maybe not, obviously not the same two guys, but we'll do a similar thing like that this year. But it needs to happen sooner than later because Brand knows it. The Sixers front office knows it. This bench is awful, and it's holding you back. And in the playoffs, in playoff series, you need to have a good bench because your starting five, they can take you to the playoffs. They can get you there. But once you're in the playoffs, you need to rely on those bench players in a 7-game series against the same team, at least 4 times in a row. The bench is pivotal, and you saw it there tonight in a playoff atmosphere. Overall, Sixers fall to 22-13 on the year. Celtics go up to 20-13. And, what do you see next from the Sixers?
I mean, they really just got – I don't know who they play next, but they need to just play some good team basketball.
Yeah, well, this starts – here we go. This starts a big trip. We're going out west. We play the Jazz next on Thursday, and this is the beginning of a 5-game road trip. Where we will I know, where we'll go out to Utah, LA to face the Clippers. We'll go to Phoenix, and then I think I missed a game there in between. we'll actually head out to Portland as well to play the Trailblazers. So 4 more games on this road trip, all West Coast games, as the Sixers usually do. Christmas break. I remember they did that last year as well. It's like an annual trip. I don't understand that, but it's a huge start of a 5-game road trip, and it's a tough one. I'd be happy if we finish 3-2 on it. If we can go 3-1 in these next 4 games, because it's not going to be easy. And yeah, you're playing the Suns. Okay, yeah, you're playing the Clippers. Well, Clippers are good. So are the Trailblazers. So are the Mavericks now. They might not be great, but they're good with Doncic and stuff. Yeah, I'd be happy with 3-1 here.
Yeah, I mean, just
3-2 total. 3-2
yeah,
total.
3-2 total. I just want to see less. Like, I don't want to see 40 minutes out of anybody for the next 5 games. Yeah, you just can't do
Well,
that.
you hope you don't have to.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, I guess.
Obviously there will be. Embiid needs to get 40 minutes a game. Okay, that makes sense. I would agree with Butler as well. Especially when your bench is so bad, why would you play your bench more?
That's true.
And this going back to the Celtics here, I mean, even though they're not having the greatest year, they proved tonight that they are very dangerous. And in a 7-game series, I don't think the Sixers can beat them at the current state.
I don't think so either.
I think it'd be the exact same series as last year. And you got to remember last year, Celtics did not even have Kyrie Irving. I mean, they didn't have Hayward, who I don't understand why he comes off the bench, but
he's not playing that well, honestly.
Yeah, but he's Gordon Hayward. I mean, you look at the deal you signed him to.
That doesn't matter anymore. He's not playing that great. Ever since that injury.
Massive deal. It's true. So this game, obviously very frustrating. It's a game that we'll look back on throughout the season. I think because you look back at last year's Christmas game, they beat the Knicks, and that started the Knicks' downfall. And it's because Knicks were playing really good basketball last year up to the Christmas game. And then it started the Knicks' downfall, and it started the Sixers' rise because they weren't playing great before Christmas. And then that momentum. I'm afraid that the Sixers team could start to slip. And, it's pivotal that we get that top 4 seed, one of the top 4 seeds for these playoffs. Because I don't know. I don't know how far this team can make it without home court advantage in at least the first 2 series that they play. So, any final thoughts? Whether it was on tonight's game, the season in general, or anything pertaining to that?
The biggest thing I want the team to take from tonight is just gotta play better team basketball. Too many turnovers. Take more timeouts when you need to, especially the last play of the game. And you just got to work everybody in.
Yeah, Brett Brown needs to wake up. I really do think that. Brett Brown, Elton Brand, it's time to make changes, okay? I know it's just 1 game, but I don't know what the Sixers record is against, winning teams or teams above 500 or playoff teams, but it can't be great.
No.
I feel like we lose all these big games dating back to last year and this year. We just lose the big-time games, and that's what needs to change. We can't finish games either. Can't get them in crunch time.
That's also true.
I feel like Embiid is not as dominant in the guts of the game.
Yeah.
He, I don't know.
Bothers me tonight. He should have been dominating Al Horford with 1 knee.
That's what you need to do.
And
this Celtics team, that's their one weakness. They don't have that big presence. They don't have that guy. They did draft Robert Williams this year out of Texas A&M. He's not ready though. Okay, he's not good enough right now. That's the Celtics' weakness. They have Al Horford in there and Daniel Tice. Those guys aren't good enough, especially compared to Joel Embiid. That's a matchup he should be dominating, and he did tonight. But just near the end, he didn't, and that's one of the reasons why they lost. Not the main reason, but just adds layers to it, So that would do it. Overall, bad loss for the Sixers. Hope we bounce back next game, and the following weeks. And we'll see you guys for the next video I'm not sure what it'll be, but this is next week or something like that. We'll get them. We'll get. I don't know how many videos per week or month, but we're keeping them coming. We got them. We keep them coming. I like that nice little Jason Garrett montage you put together.
It's something special.
It really is. I mean, it kind of stinks right now that you put it out though, because the Cowboys did win the NFC East.
Yeah,
but
they did. But you know what?
Bad timing, man. Come
They
on.
always choke. It's all right.
That's true. They're definitely not going to get to the Super Bowl or even the conference championship.
No.
Nah, you can always add in some Cowboys hate, no matter what topic you're covering. You know, it really doesn't matter. This could be a podcast about anything, and we could still talk trash about the Cowboys.
They're an accident waiting to happen. I'm telling you.
They are. All right, everyone. See you next time. Goodbye.